All right, guys, welcome to the OG Podcast, episode 3. We're reviewing week 2 right now. Pretty much everything went smooth. We had a couple people take their sweet time, play their games at the last minute. Moving forward, that will change. Your games have to be scheduled by 8 p.m. Eastern and started prior to 8 p.m. Eastern. If you guys wait to the very last minute, we will advance on you guys. You have to get the loss, sim, and also you'll get a strike. We booted a few owners already from last week based off of activity level. So we all joined this league to play our games, right? Um, you guys know the advanced schedule: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. For you guys to be messaging saying that you're too busy for that schedule, hey, by all means, life happens. Some leagues are not meant for everybody, so if we gotta part ways. We gotta part ways, but I can't have you guys basically limit entire days just for 2 hours for the other person to try to make it in. That's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna tolerate that. So you guys have to have at least 6 hours of open availability, um, if possible. That way you can simplify it and people can actually play their games. All right, so moving on to the first game, Vikings versus Eagles. Final score 48-28. Jesus Christ. Eagles, what happened? Total offense 485, 351. Rushing yards 45, 246. Passing 440, 105. Turnovers 0 for the Vikings, 4 for the Eagles. The Eagles got to step their game up. Passing 105, that was really bad. Rushing, they killed it. Game 2, Packers versus the Falcons. This was game of the week until some bullshit happened. But besides that, we had 450 total yards for the Packers, 433 for the Falcons, 160 rushing for the Packers, 105 for the Falcons, 290 passing for the Packers, 328 for the Falcons. Damn, Falcons, how'd you lose this game? Turnovers. 0 for the Packers, 3 for the Falcons. Good shit. We had picked, majority of us picked the Falcons to win. I guess we had our words. But yeah, hell of a game. Raiders and Bills is the next game. Vegas 24, Buffalo 20. Yo, Troll comes out against the Jets on Snipes TV, plays lights out, and Vegas is like, you know what? We scouted him. Let's do it. This makes no sense though. Offensive yards gained 234. Raiders 362 Bills. 41 rushing for the Raiders, 99 for the Bills, 193 passing for the Raiders, 263 Bills. Just based off these three categories, you will automatically think the Bills won. Turnovers. 1 turnover for the Raiders, 3 for the Bills. Next game is Baltimore versus Cincinnati. We're gonna call this one the Battle of the Crybaby typing guy. Um, Baltimore was pretty heated because he's playing the game and fucking all he hears is chatter, chatter, chatter on the game thread. Guys, if you guys are playing your game, focus on the game. Don't text, don't chat. Fuck it, just play the damn game. Offensive yards 315 for the Ravens, 373 for the Bengals, 101 rushing for the Ravens, 45 for the Bengals, 214 passing for the Ravens, 328 Bengals, 2 turnovers apiece, 24-27. Baltimore said next game he's gonna beat that baby back. We'll see if that happens. Seahawks and Lions. Upset alert. Seattle comes into Detroit, takes on the ex Super Bowl champions, comes out ahead 24-21. Seattle 324 total offense, 364 for the Lions, 121 rushing yards for the Seahawks, 174 for the Lions, 203 passing for the Seahawks, 190 for the Lions. Turnovers, 3 for the Seattle, 4 for the Lions. That is not like Detroit to be turning the ball over. So Seahawks, whatever you did, you open up some eyes in this game. Might get featured pretty soon on the game of the week, either Snipes or the OG game of the week. Following game is the Colts and the Texans, 33-7. Was this actually played or was this a sim? Is it right there? Okay, it was a forced win. No, it was actually played. My fault. Colts 257 total offense, 239 Texans, 132 pass or rushing yards, 27 rushing yards for the Texans, 125 passing, 212. Turnovers 0 for the Colts, 5 for the Texans. Turnovers, man. Common theme. You get +2 or more, automatic L. All right, so now we got the Chiefs and the Jaguars. Didn't get played. It was a sim. I don't know how the Jaguars would win on a sim, but it is what it is. Another sim, 24-21. Buccaneers user was dodging me. Hit him up for 2 days, talking about he was door dashing, blah blah blah. Fucking gave him yesterday until like 5 p.m. No response. Booted him. Got a new user. Unfortunately, when the user joined, the game was already forwarded to me, and so when I got home during the football game, right before advance, we couldn't play. So, Chargers and Titans. Chargers 10 points. Titans 38. Chargers 296 total offense, 426 for Tennessee, 52 rushing, 202, 244 passing, 224. Turnovers, 3 for Chargers, 1 for the Titans. Beware, Tennessee is making some noise. Keep an eye on them. Following game is Giants versus Cardinals. This was game of the week after the Packers and Falcons got removed. Some weird stuff was happening with their connection. They restarted and they retried 4 times. Wasn't going through, so Arizona got the forced win, 24-17. 49ers and Rams. You got San Fran 24, LA Rams 37. So this Rams kid is coming in here, dominating all these teams that are supposed to whoop their ass. So total yards gained 351 for San Fran, 310 for the Rams, 36 rushing, 90 rushing, 315 for the Niners, 220 for the Rams passing. Turnovers, we have 4 for the 49ers, 2 for the Rams. The Rams are going to be making some noise, I think, between the Rams and the Seahawks. Even though we had the 49ers in first place preseason, Niners are not showing us pretty much anything. So, the 2 top dogs in that division right now are Seattle and the Rams. So, keep an eye on those 2. Might be game of the week, one of these games when they play each other. Let's see. Jets and Cowboys. I don't know if you guys tuned into this game, but this was a disaster from the start. Jets was I thought Jets was fucking around and putting in a bench quarterback, but it so happens that Rodgers got taken out in this game. I think it was like the first quarter, within the first 3 minutes of the game. So that kind of messed up the Jets playbook game plan. But yeah, he ended up coming out on top by 1 point. 425 total yards, 485 Offensive rushing yards 77, 76. Passing yards 348, 409. Turnovers 3 apiece. Like I said, this game was a hell of a game. Dallas laid an egg against New York week 1. This game came back after all the stuff that we said in the last podcast. He came out, he showed out. Keep an eye on Dallas. It's only looking positive for them. All right, now we got Commanders and Broncos. 16-21, Denver. So you got 361 yards for Washington, 284 for Denver, 8 yards rushing for Washington, 29 for the Broncos, 353 passing for Washington, 255 for the Broncos. Turnovers, 7 turnovers by Washington to 4 turnovers for Denver. How in the hell do you guys throw all those turnovers, to be honest? I don't know. Dolphins and Patriots. Miami came in, whooped that ass. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Until next time. 360 total yards for the Dolphins, 172 for the Patriots, 129 rushing for the Dolphins, 108 for the Patriots, 231 passing to 64 yards. How in the world do you hold somebody to 64 passing yards in a game? What? Four turnovers for the Dolphins, 5 for the Patriots. What are those? 64 yards. What? New England, we gotta lab up, bro. Gotta get you good. Saints and Panthers was the next one. New Orleans 29, Carolina 41. 369 total yards for the Saints, 358 for the Panthers, 81 rushing for the Saints, 82 for the Panthers, 288 passing for the Saints, 276 for the Panthers, 5 turnovers for the Saints, 3 turnovers for the Panthers. Common theme, anybody 3+ turnovers? L on the scoreboard. So last but not least, the last game of the week to review. It's going to be the Browns and the Steelers. Browns 44. I'm trying to figure out, did this game really get played? Yeah, it did. Browns 44, Pittsburgh 27. Pittsburgh user was not playing, so he got booted. Got a new user in. I'm not quite sure if this is based off of the new user or the old user. But let's deep dive it. 453 total yards for the Browns, 288 for the Steelers, 166 rushing to 33, 287 passing yards for the Browns, 255, 3 turnovers for the Browns, 5 for the Steelers. Yeah, it looks like it was. I can't tell who played the game though. DTR balling out there. 6 touchdowns, 2 NOs, 341 yards. Moving on to this week, we got some good games. Tennessee already played against Cleveland. Cleveland puts them at 3-0. Tennessee is at 2-1. Turnovers did them both in. Wow. Good game, though. Good game. So we'll deep dive these games next podcast, which will be Wednesday or Thursday. Thank you guys for joining, playing your league games. Please make sure you guys set up actual times that you're available. No more, yo, what's up? When can you play? Let's get actual set times that you're available. Free all day is not gonna work anymore. Because when you get hit up and you're not free, that's bullshit. So if you're free from 6 to 8 p.m., put 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern, Central, Mountain, Pacific, whatever your time zone is. That way we can narrow it down and set a time a lot easier instead of yo, and then waiting for the other person to say yo, and then the next person says hey. I mean, that's fucking stupid. Let's get these games scheduled within 24 hours. If you don't get them scheduled within 24, you get a strike. For scheduling purposes, if you get 5 strikes, you're out of the league. So don't end up on that side of the ball. Make sure you do everything the right way, and we'll be good. Until next podcast. Thank you guys for showing up. I'll talk to you guys later.